Okay, welcome back. This is Mr. Elmhorst. We're taking a look at a math lesson where we're going to focus on relative frequency and putting them into percent bar charts. Give a little shout out to my 7th period advanced math class. Woo woo. Okay, so the relative frequency is going to be in relation to how something happening is related to the total amount of things happening. Hopefully that's gonna make more sense once we get into this. So the relative frequency table shows the number of items a specific event occurs compared to the total number of events. So if you notice down below, we are actually going to use our part to total strategy that we learned earlier this year. So we got total, total, total. I'm going to use a different color for the part. Breakfast, lunch, supper. That's regional dialect for dinner. It can also be called supper. So we're going to determine the relative frequency of each part of the results compared to the total. First, add all the parts. Go ahead and add them up. So it's the student results of meals, and students which one say it's their favorite. So obviously, which one is the most popular result? Supper. I mean, by the end of the day, you want to have a good dinner. So we have 8, 9, 10, 11 plus 9. That's going to be 20. So what is there, 30 total? Okay, we came up with 30 total. All right, so let's use 30 total. So that's what the related frequency is going to be compared to. So now we look at the frequency of how much something happened. Breakfast was 9, lunch was 3, and supper was 18. So now we can use our strategy. Find your diagonal numbers, and you're going to cross multiply the diagonals. So that's going to give you 1,800, and then divide by our non-diagonal number. So taking these relative frequencies and then just doing a direct conversion into percents, we can also use those frequencies and put them into a percent bar chart with a data analysis and comparison. So 18 divided by 3. So what percent of the students chose supper? 60%. And then we look at our diagonal numbers here. So we got 300 divided by 30. What percent chose lunch? 3 divided by 3 is 1. 0 divided by 0. So 300 divided by 30, that cancels or simplifies. So we're going to end up with 10%. We multiply the diagonal numbers, divide by 30. So we have 900 divided by 30. What percent chose breakfast? 30%. All right, so now we're going to take these percents, and if we've done our percents correctly where we have all the individual parts in the total, then the percents should all add up to 100%. So how you graph this is up to you, but as long as you understand that you need 60% in here. So we're just going to go ahead and represent using a percent bar chart, represent the percent amounts. And you can label this breakfast, Oh, I did that wrong. Thank you. And we recorded it. Thank you, guys. I was trying to be all nice. Thank you. Okay. All right. And then the smallest one was lunch. That was 10%. Just picking a different color. All right. And then 30%, which is going to be 10, 20, 30. And that was breakfast. Thank you for joining me with the almost mistake-free lesson on the relative frequency, and where we take our related frequency and turn them into percents to make a percent bar chart. So let's glue this into your journal, but keep it open. It is the first question when we get to the mastery practice.